Unless the boy come in,
it don't matter. We got a minute on the beat.
Minute on the beat. 1 minute left. Yo, what's up? What's happening? This is Raw Poetry Podcast, a branch off of Street Culture Radio. I am your host, Soze Picasso, and your guest today is Miss Jasmine Reed.
Hello, hola, howdy, what's up?
Right, so we're going to get into the show. We're going to get to know a little bit about Jasmine, and then towards the end of the show, we're going to have a segment called Views and Issues. And I'll let y'all know about that in a minute. So, Jasmine, where are you from?
I am from Louisville, born in, from Kentucky, born in Fort Knox.
That's what's up.
But
You're Army, baby?
yes,
Yeah.
my grandparents were Army people. My mom was an Army brat, so yeah, born on the base. But I've been in Louisville for a lot of my life. I have lived in the north. I used to live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and St. Paul, Minnesota.
It's niggas up there?
It's niggas up there.
In Wisconsin?
They all stay together.
Yeah.
They're more so on the north side, or in Minnesota, they're more on the north side of St. Paul, Minneapolis. And Milwaukee, Wisconsin ain't nothing but niggas.
For real?
Yeah, we moved right to the so yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought that was one of the one states. Cool. That's what's up. How long was you on the Fort Knox base?
You know what? I think my parents were probably there the whole time during my mother's pregnancy. They were in the force for years. I would say they were in the force for about 10 years.
That's what's up.
So, yeah.
So when the bullshit hit the fan, I can come over, bring my son with you and your people. I got ammunition and all that.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay.
We got
That's
you.
what's up.
We got you.
That's what's up. And how long you been doing poetry? Is
Let's
that your
see.
stage name?
Jazzy J is my stage name. It's
Jazzy
also my
J.
nickname.
Okay.
My family calls me Jazzy J. So
That's what's up.
I decided to go with a little pseudonym. I decided to adopt the pseudonym of Jazzy J. I feel like when I hit the stage, I definitely turn into an alter ego. I have to come into myself to give my work its all. But yeah.
Right. That's what's up, Jazzy J.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Thank you.
And how long you been doing poetry?
I have been writing for as long as I knew how to write. I started writing when I was 12. Started off just journal, writing in your diary, young girl stuff.
Right.
Then I learned how to write my first poem in 8th grade. I wrote a haiku poem, and my mother actually was my 8th grade English teacher, so she taught me how to write a haiku poem.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so I've been doing it. I mean, like taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Probably the last 6 years.
Last 6 years. That's what's up. My mom couldn't have been my teacher.
I didn't last. I got to plenty of fights. I think the first couple weeks though, I was like, we ain't telling nobody I'm your kid because I had issues back in the day. So yeah, the first couple weeks I ain't tell nobody, and then one day one of them kids got up, said something too slick, and I couldn't hold it. Right. We ended up in a fight, so
automatic.
Then everybody knew that was my mother. Because they were like, "Dang, you tripping? You really love it?" So like, that's my mama. Oh, for real? Changed the whole game once that happened.
Right. That's what's up. So you say you've been going in for 6 years strong on your focus and stuff.
Yes.
And is it how long you been performing too? 6 years.
Yes. I have been performing poetry for the last 6 years. I would say, I mean, because at first when I got introduced to spoken words, particularly, I have to give a shout out to my man Brandon Shatter. He is not here in Louisville anymore. He's back in Texas.
Shout out Brandon Shatter doing this thing.
Yes, Brandon, you have to know this, and I put this in my book that when you came to EKU and you did that, it might have been a breakfast. I think it was this famous breakfast for him. We was at a Black Student Union event, and he got up there and he did his thing, and I just was completely engulfed in it. Like,
right.
That's how.
He's cold.
That's how I enjoy everything about his performance. And then, so after that, I wrote my first poem, "Her Creed to Live By," and I performed it at an event that we had at our school.
Your first poem was
Now, damn that shit on myself at the podium. I mean, I could, because I have bad stage fright still to this day. Like, I get up there and I do, so, but I did it. And then I came to Louisville, and I went to a Chance and Calhoun's listening party and discovered old Rod and Jeezy.
Yeah.
And Honey put flavor on that shit, and I was like, yes.
Yeah.
So, everybody inspired me. A lot of these, the hottest poets in the city, they definitely, I got to give them a shout out and homage to them, because when I first came on the scene, I didn't know how I was gonna do it. I knew I could do it, but seeing them do it was like, oh, okay, this is how you do it. So I just put my own little flavor to it. I do my thing,
Right. And on the stage fright thing, I'm more comfortable now, but sometimes I do get a little nervous stage fright. People might not know you ain't gonna share your game, but that's why I put my looks on. Like, remember Frankenstein with Adam Sandler? He thought he was invisible, so I'm invisible. Y'all can't hurt me. I got my force.
Where he at? Shit. He's gone. Where's he at?
Right. So performing, where are some of the places you have performed, and some of your favorite places to perform?
Okay. That is something to think about, huh?
Yeah.
I have performed at the Kentucky Center for Performing Arts. I've hit a couple open mics. The Vibe's one.
Shout out to the Vibe and Sasha Renee.
The Vibe is definitely a spot to hit up. I have done a couple of performances for just PS for one. So I've done some work with them on a couple of their stages. I've been to New York. I used to be real heavy into slam. I went to New York for the Women of the World Poetry Slam and they outlet. But I've been to Dallas and performed on their stage.
You showing now? I need to catch up.
I've done a little bit. I've been to Tim Faulkner. Lord, I have never been asked that question, so I never thought about that. I've Shawnee Arts and Culture Center.
You've been throwing.
I've been a few places. My favorite.
So how many? Okay, go for your favorite. And how many places out of town have you performed poetry? Like how many different spots have you?
Okay, so we say Dallas, Brooklyn, New York City,
right?
Indianapolis.
Okay.
Baltimore.
Okay.
When we were on our tour in New York, I've been to New York about 3 times.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I also do work with a nonprofit called the Butterfly Center. So we go to New York City during the fall for our She Reads campaign. So we promote literacy and poetry. So we go there just about every year.
I was invited to New York a couple months back, but I couldn't go because I was on the watch. I'm gonna have to link back up with them.
Yeah, you got to get up for it. It's fast. Have you ever been to New York City?
No, I ain't.
You ain't never been to New York
there.
City. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something.
Closest I've been is Baltimore.
Don't wear no white shoes.
Yeah.
No. You gonna be walking everywhere and niggas don't care about your shoes.
Right.
You gonna be on the subway. They don't care. I mean, every majority of people get on the subway, take the bus. Nobody really drives.
Right. That's what I heard.
The
subway as bad as they make it seem, I'm saying.
I mean, it's just like any other city. You mean you gonna have your...
Yeah, because like from watching TV, this is propaganda. From watching TV, I feel like when I get on the subway, I gotta put on, I got my nigga fucked up face.
I'm gonna tell you this though. I got on the subway and I seen a young girl with a blade on her hip.
Right.
So it's real out there. Yeah. You know, but I have never felt threatened in the subway.
That's what's up.
No, I haven't.
That's what's up. That's a nice experience.
For sure, you gotta go over.
So let me see what else is on my list. Where you perform? What is your favorite? I'm still doing this on the flash like a freestyle, so you got to work with.
Yeah, you're gonna work with us.
You feel me? So, okay, what you got going on coming up?
Now listen, get it ready. We have a few things coming up. Well, first of all, I have an agency called Read My Words Incorporated, and Read My Words is a creative writing agency.
Time out. Before you, I seen something like that about that, and I want to know, because the people out there might not know. This might help the people. What made you go with Incorporated instead of an LLC or other business entity?
That's a good question.
Yeah, what made you?
I need flexibility. And I think to be all the way honest, it was more of a liability thing.
Yeah.
Because there are different liabilities with an LLC than an incorporated.
Right.
Initially, I was, and I'm still seeking to make my agency part nonprofit because it is a for-profit business, but I do a lot of stuff with it. So
right.
And not all of it is for-profit. So it was more of a liability thing. I just wanted to protect my business and have flexibility with it so that I can do more than one thing with my agency.
I might need to change mine like that. What I just learned this year, like I think it's incorporated. Like if your business is like yours, such and such incorporated, that is the only you can file taxes on that. See, I didn't know it, but you can't file taxes on the LLC and all that other stuff. So it's something for y'all to know. I just learned that this year.
Yes.
When you incorporate your business, if you make it INC incorporated, you can file taxes on it. So it's just something out there for the people in the black community and things of that nature. So that's what's up. And Ayo, tell us what else.
Okay, yeah. So with the agency, we do a lot of workshops in the community. Work with just PS, of course. I'm all about empowering the youth. Empowering people who are interested in being artists and want to learn how to write.
That's right.
So the first thing we have coming up, which is a big thing, is our Poetry Jam Camp.
What is
and the Poetry Jam Camp is an arts camp that we started in 2016. Okay. And so for a whole week, the kids participate in a variety of different arts.
Is there a certain age group? Or?
Yes, it's for kids in grades first grade to 8th grade. That's our age range.
Kids, male and female.
Yes, male and female. This year we're taking 60 kids.
That's what's up.
30 kids per week. So it's a 2-week camp. Kids can go 1 week, they can go 2 weeks. And they in order to apply for the camp, of course you gotta register your child, and it does cost, of course. It's not, I ain't busting nobody's head, but I decided to do this camp because when my kids are in school, towards the end of the year, they always send you all of these flyers about camps, and they look great, right? They're like, shit, I want to send my kids for all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. Then you get to calculating, and you're like, well, hold up. Okay, I got the, you know what I'm saying? And it was just too expensive, and I was like, I can't let me not being able to afford to be a reason why my kids can't go to camp, so I'm just starting my own, and that's how that grew.
And I sent my son he's going to a couple of little camps this year.
Some of them are good though.
Yeah, I had some issues because I almost didn't send him because the last year when he went to some camps, he was having some bullying trouble and some more goofy shit to the point where I was going to show my hood side. You feel me? So I felt kind of funny about that. But camps is always good for the kids to learn and come to their own and be themselves and mingle with other kids.
Yes.
It's a good experience.
Yes.
So where do they sign up for these camps?
So the Poetry Jam Camp, registration is open now. You can come to the House of Butterfly. We are located in the Highland area, 1140 Cherokee Road. And every Tuesday and Thursday, you can come up there from 9 to 4 to sign your children up. Bring a proof of income. I don't care what it is. If you cannot bring a proof of income, if you go home and you take a picture of a pay stub or a letter, anything. I just need to have a paper trail, so I have to have something. But the last day to pay for camp is July the 6th. So people have time to get their kids signed up. We have about 10 kids already for 1 week. We have about 12 kids. Sorry, we have about 12 kids signed up. That's not including some of the workshop leaders' children. So we're probably at about 17.
Okay.
So we slowly but surely, kids just get out of school, right? Parents is like, hey, let me switch gears and figure out what we're gonna do with the kids for summer. But we're gonna do big this year. We're gonna have Tai Chi, chess.
What's Tai Chi? That's some karate.
Tai Chi is like a slow version of martial arts. Is what I interpret it to be because I'm ignorant and I don't know too much about it. But it's beautiful. I went to an event in West Louisville and they were doing Tai Chi and it was just beautiful. They was doing it to some Janae Aiko. They was cool. But it teaches kids this self-discipline for one, right? And self-defense. And that's important, right? I mean, you talk about situations with bullying. I think bullying has been around forever, right? Yeah, everybody I was bullied. Everybody was bullied. Here's the thing. We have to condition our kids though. Like people gonna talk. Right. You're gonna get older and people gonna talk.
Right. That's why I ran my son out right now. So he's starting to get good on his comeback. So.
Yeah, you gotta have a couple jokes in your pocket. Period. Tell me don't bully. Hey, teach your kids a couple jokes in your pocket. Right. You know, throw it back. You look old box head, piano head. You gotta have them. Right. You got to. Right. But yeah, so that's what we got going on. In preparation for the camp, we got 2 really big fundraisers because this camp is being funded by the community. Period. By the block. Like we're having to pull this together for
support
the kids.
Black-owned, black community.
All the artists.
Your kids.
Yes. You know. We are offering to give your children a safe space to be themselves and to find themselves and to find their voice. So take advantage of it. But we've got 2 big fundraisers coming up. June 14th, we have a car wash. We're doing a car wash on Cypress Street by Algonquin Park. Okay. We're going to have some food on the grill. We're going to have some music. My son is launching his lemonade stand called Lemons and Gents.
That's what's up.
So we,
y'all do nothing else, go buy some lemonade for my son.
Please. I mean, we work really hard to give people what they need. And then on June the 28th, Waterworks Dance Theater is going to be hosting a second concert called Into the Wild. Okay. And that's going to be hot. I'm in the show. My baby's in the show. Okay, that's what's up. So we're going to be dancing, but we're also going to be doing a fundraiser as well at the event. Please check out the Waterworks Dance Theater concert coming up. Right. It's going to be hot, y'all. Y'all do not want to miss that. Right. Okay. Support. For sure. So yeah, that's what we're getting ready for.
So that's pretty much what you got. You got a lot going on. You stay busy. That's what's up. And working with the kids a lot. And she's got a beautiful energy and a nice soul. So I'm pretty sure your kids will be straight, loved, and well taken care of around her. If y'all want
for sure.
Feel me? So what you got going on? Okay. Anything else besides your poetry you got going on? Just said
writing a play.
Writing a play.
Yeah, man. I'm diving into this. This year it was a whole nother thing for me. Yeah. I was very intentional this year about manifesting new ventures. Right?
Manifesting
new ventures. I didn't want to keep doing the same old stuff.
Right. I feel like you.
So I'm like, I open myself up, boom, join, different opportunities to start come flying at me,
That's what's up.
I left my 9 to 5 for good.
It's good. I'm trying to get with you.
As hard and as strenuous as that. That's a big transition.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it
is. It's a big transition. I gotta make decisions now.
Right.
We're intentional about my $1.50.
Right.
Can't spend on bacon chips everything no more. But
right.
So yeah, I'm just letting
She leaked out on faith.
Yes. Definitely living and breathing and eating faith cereal every day.
Right.
But I'm intentional about it. Yes, and that's for real.
Yeah.
For anybody who is in transition and is contemplating and really stepping out on themselves, a piece of advice that I got from my mom was just focus on your service, right? Mm-hmm. Focus on your service, the money will come. Right. And that's been so true for my journey. If I as focused as I have been, I've had to turn it up a little bit. Right? Gotta focus on my services a little bit, perfect it. You know, be on my stuff. I'm about my business. Right. Don't waste my time.
But you heard about a business. Shit don't come if you don't work.
Yes.
You can pray and manifest all day, but if you don't get up and take steps, God bless the child that can hold his own.
Yes.
You feel me? That's what they're talking about.
For sure.
That's what's up. That's beautiful, and the play and everything going. And tell the people out there on Raw Poetry TV where they can find you.
Well, I'm on Facebook, right? Jasmine, Jazzy J Reed. On Instagram, I am Read My Words. It's read_my_words.
That's R-E-E-D.
Yes, that's R-E-E-D. Play on words. My email is readmywords100@gmail.com. My contact information 502-482-3602. We're gonna plug it all in, right?
Ah, yeah. What's up?
I'll give you everything on my address. You feel me? My social security number. But yeah, reach out to me, y'all. If you want to work, if you want to be a part of it, if you want to
collaborate. She loves to collab.
Yes. And I'm also looking for interns at the House of Butterflies. Look, why I keep looking down here like this is real? I keep looking at the microphone like no. So we're looking for interns at the House of Butterflies. Read my words. If you're looking for other female scholarly black women who are about their grind, who are about keeping that same energy.
Other queens who wear a crown.
Yes, and just living your best life at the highest that you can be, right? With no low living around here. Come join us. Check out the center. We just opened up in March. And we done had so much fun since we started.
Where's the center?
The Butterflies, that's where they can come register. Okay. The House of Butterflies, down on Cherokee Road.
And like she said, she was writing a play, so she's going to be having auditions.
Yes.
So y'all keep, you know what I'm
saying?
Yes,
be on the look. Just pay attention. Looks like y'all.
Say the address again.
The address is 1140 Cherokee Road. I think the zip is 40204. And we're on the third floor of the Crescent Hill United Methodist Church.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Yes.
What's up. So, you're going to grace our presence with one of your beautiful poems?
Yes, I am. This poem, I was giving everybody a little disclosure about the poem. I'll give you all. Do I need to tell them a disclosure about the poem, or do I just need to hit it?
Whatever you do.
I don't even know how to do it.
Don't nobody run us. We ain't got no labels telling us what to do.
Okay, I have never been on a. Well, I have been on a radio station. Alright, so this poem was inspired by the phrase barrel of laughs. And if you don't know what that phrase comes from, during the time of slavery, slaves were not allowed to outwardly show any level of joy, any level of happiness, or any stimulant where they felt good, right? They see something funny. You know how we see some funny, we cracking up, right? Yeah, just like at Charlamagne the God video, everybody. That's how we do, right?
Yeah, right.
So during those times, if we found something funny, we had to run from wherever we were at. Right? We could be a whole way across the field. We had to run to a barn and put our head in a barrel and laugh.
That's a bitch.
Right? So that whole barrel of laughs concept comes from the fact that we were denied our joy. So, just had to throw that disclaimer out there just because that's what I'm going to do. Right? And the title of this poem is called Barrels of Black Joy. 70 years in these folks' world, the child I work for calls me girl. I say, ha, 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 ha. Yes, ma'am, for working sake. I'm too proud to bend and too poor to break. So, ha, 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 ha. I laugh until my stomach ache when I think about myself. And that's a quote. It's an epigraph from Maya Angelou. And I'll just go right into it. I am reminded When the belly shakes with the rolling thunder, as my head casts a shadow onto my shoulder blades, I am reminded of all the hallelujahs in a Negro-wide mouth, a stem of thumping resilience and spirits and Negro black teeth show. I am reminded of a barrel and joy, only fitting for the bottom of a barrel, where my ancestors buried joy in plain sight. I am reminded of a barrel of singing into the earth, a bird song of hope and home. I am reminded of the singing in the hollow rounded wood. Ha, 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 for the aged hallelujahs in the barrel.
Short, sweet, deep. Hers is always deep and powerful. Now, this comes to the views and issues segment of my show. I came up with this because I'm having an album release party next month.
Whoop, whoop.
And my CD is going to be called Views and Issues because it's my views or my opinion on these certain issues. So that's how I came up with this segment. I was trying to do something different, something neat, think outside the box, but it's tailored to me or whatever. So last week on Views and Issues, I was talking about the community and the killing and different things of that nature. This time, I would like to talk about relationships because people sometimes first thing they do when they wake up, they get on their Facebook and you see a whole lot of relationship shit out of back and forth with the black men and the black woman and the unity's distorted. So I just wanted to talk about that, and I wanted to have a queen like yourself on, who I value her opinion, and let her share and sprinkle the people out there in TV land with some of her knowledge. So, let's get into this. Are you married, single, dating?
I am married.
Married. She's married. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So, how long you and your husband been married?
We have been married for 10 years.
10 years.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Happily, most times.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. That's real. We'll be real.
We gotta be real, right?
Right.
Yes, definitely happy most times. We have been together since we were in high school. Believe it or not, the cliche, the high school sweetheart, definitely the cliche.
Right. Ain't too many of them stories.
No, it ain't.
So what's your take, or how do you feel about, because I know even though you married or you in a relationship, you still here, I have friends and things like that. So what's your take on the relationships today or in this generation just...
That's interesting. Relationships today, you know what? I think that the media has a big percentage to do with the breakdown of relationships.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that to me like it's social media's fault or nothing like that. But I think that social media has made it easier for us not to address things as far as like what we accept and what we don't accept.
Yeah.
I think that honestly there are a lot of people in relationships that are dependent on the other person to make them happy.
Right.
And that's just a real thing, even on a personal level, like there are broken people coming into relationships hoping that the relationship will make them whole.
Right.
And that ain't the reality.
Nah.
Because that's not the function of a relationship. I believe wholeheartedly that marriage or any type of union is a partnership.
Right.
It's a team thing.
Yeah, it is.
Like my husband is my teammate. Right. The best one I got on my team.
It's almost like a business.
Yeah. It is because you want to be in a relationship. I mean, this is our relationships, not just platonic or men and women. Like, you want to feel like your relationship is serving you, right? Yeah. And if the relationship ain't serving you, then you gotta check it. You gotta check them.
I look at everything like a relationship because I was thinking about kind of maybe like calling my next CD relationships. Like all my poems would be like in relationship form. It'll be talking about something different, but it'll be like my relationship with that. Like whether it's my relationship with addiction,
like
my
a first date
with a business partner, or you know what I'm saying?
Like that.
Or my relationship with breaking up with the streets.
Ooh.
You know what I'm
because
saying?
everything is relational.
Yeah.
That's dope. I like it.
Appreciate it. So I can dig it. And then what is your take on how cause it's a problem and it's broken, but how can, in a queen and a woman's perspective, what do you think we can do to mend and fix the unity between the black man and the black woman? Because I feel like, we say support black businesses and all that, and we got to support each other. But I feel like in our things, it starts at home, because we used to be unified with the family, and like everybody was growing up, like you had black kids that want to be doctors and lawyers and different stuff in the community and stuff. And now the unity is broken up. Now our kids want to they either want to rap, slang drugs, I play ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how can we fix the unity? What do you think?
Honestly, because the problem is so compacted, right?
Yeah, it's a whole lot.
It's not just, it's never gonna just be one solution. Like, we have to deal with the personal, the spiritual, the intellectual.
Right.
We really need to adopt as a community a holistic approach to healing, because we have generational trauma.
Yes, we do.
Culture stuff, and then we have family stuff, right? We got gucky family shit. Like, my life is spent changing and reversing all the curses that have been going on in my family for years. Like I said, this is it. This is where this shit stops, because I don't want the cycle to continue with my own children. So I think that if we can look at healing and coming together in a holistic approach, and if we can learn how to respect other people and respect other people's time, I think we can get a head start on having conversations. Like, conversations are healing. Like, we sitting here having a conversation about stuff, and we find healing in those conversations. Conversations is where it starts. We need to know where our power is, and where's our power and our money, right? We need to know what to do with our money.
Right. Because if y'all ain't seen the trend since she said that, I seen it, and I want to point it out to you just in case y'all ain't seen it. Like, we spent the fucking $1 billion in a matter of 6 months at $20 a pop in the weekend to go see Black Panther. And I didn't even go. Y'all probably like, what, nigga? I didn't even go. Yeah. So, but we spent $1 billion. You know what we could have did with that? So we unified on some shit like that. But you know what the corporations, or they seen? Once they seen we spent that $1 billion with Walt Disney, and Disney supposedly only gave $1 million to somebody's Boys and Girls Club. I don't even know. So y'all made them $1 billion, but they supposedly gave y'all $1 million. So Nike seen that. What did Nike do? They put Kaepernick in front of their campaign. They shit shot up through the roof. So once Nike seen that, guess who else seen it? But we never had a problem out of them. But they so old and stuff like that. It's damn near guaranteed they one of them. But Polo seen it. So what did Polo do? They put niggas on horses. The first ad ever, first time ever that niggas been on horses in a Polo ad. Because they see the trend. Because they used to feel like, fuck them, we don't care if they bad, we don't need them anyway. We don't need their money and stuff anyway. But when they seen that money and that spike up, like, oh, we tripping. We might need to cater to the news. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just something to peak, but everybody else is doing it but us, and it's our money.
It is our money. think about all the gas stations in the West. Who own them? All of them. Yeah. And they don't live in the West.
Nah, they take our money and go somewhere else.
They live somewhere out. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I done been in they cribs is worth $400,000 and shit like that. I done been in a couple of them. So That's what they do with our money.
That's
And they stay together and live together
Yes.
till it builds up.
Yes.
And then they hand it down
Yes.
to the next son or the next person in line and
Yep.
stuff like that.
That's how they win.
But we don't do that because we feel like as soon as you 18, you need to get the fuck out. And we don't work together.
And we compete with our poverty.
Yeah.
I seen something on Facebook that one time, and I was like, that is the realest thing I've seen in a long time. Black people compete with their poverty. We all broke, nigga. We all broke.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Yes, we are.
Your broke may look a little prettier than mine,
Yeah.
but we all hit right here, you know. So
right.
we all playing catch up. Maybe not all of us. Maybe some of us is a tad bit, you know.
Right.
We gotta find power in our money. Our kids' education too.
What you said.
You know. I mean, yeah. I know a lot of people are, because I've had a lot of people like ask me like, what makes you want to homeschool your kids? And for me, it was just that I wanted to be in control of their education.
Right.
Like you in control of your money or anything else you do.
Right.
Be in control of their education.
Right.
You know, I want to make sure that I know what they're learning. I can control it if I can see it. You know, and I can. You know.
Cause like he learns stuff, and then like I might give him the understory. I break stuff down for him. Cause they teaching the same curriculum they teaching us, and especially. A lot of the history part is math. You know what I'm saying? But they messed up because they taught you common sense and math like that. But shit don't make no sense. So they got hidden shit and shit, and you be like, I don't even. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. And before we get out of here, give the man, since you're a queen and she's married, in 10 years. Can we give it up for the 10 years?
Hey.
Black girl, 10 years.
Hallelujah.
And my producer, DeMarcus King, he's married. He's
Whoop,
been
whoop.
married for a while. So, can you give the man some relationship advice? The man, and because women say they just keep running to this fuck boys. Maybe you can, they a little rough around the edges.
They see the women said they keep running into the F-boys.
Yeah, well, how stuff happens. But I'm just saying, just give the man from a woman's perspective, because then they might take it better from you and they might actually listen.
I'm going to give you some game.
Okay, G-A-M-E.
No woman won't. We'll tell you what we don't want, okay?
Okay, that's what's up. That helps.
I'll start with telling you what we don't want, okay?
That works.
We don't want to have to take care of a man how we take care of our children.
It's 100 because you shouldn't have to.
A woman doesn't want to feel like she's taking care of her man.
Right.
And I don't mean holding your man down, having your man's back, right? But I think a lot of, and I'm just speaking from my own opinion, I think a lot of women are dealing with men who have not been educated on just domestic stuff. Like, you don't get into a relationship to be with a woman so she can cook and clean for you. You be with a woman because she brings something value to your life, and you clean and cook your own shit,
right.
and you work together. Right. Because I think that there's a stigma about men cooking and cleaning. Like, why can't a man know how to clean and cook?
It's 2019. If a man ain't cooking for himself, because what if it ain't a woman? What you gonna do, nigga?
You hear me? Like,
you just gonna let your shit pile up and be nasty? You just
I
gonna
think,
starve?
and that's just not to say that. I mean.
And then that goes back to the unit. It's a disconnect, because that's why I was saying like we didn't have nobody to teach us nothing necessarily.
And that's understandable. And I think that that's completely understandable if a man has never had a model.
But that's just no excuse.
But it's not an excuse.
And then
if your partner has told you, I mean, I think you can teach somebody how to treat you. You can teach people how to love you.
Right.
Because you.
But see, too, it starts with I feel like it's like before you even ready to go in a relationship and partner and all that, and talking about cooking and cleaning, the man need to get with their sons and show them how to be men, and then sometimes even send the young man with the women to learn to cook, clean. Because like my mom from the old school, she sew and everything. I don't know how I sew, but she do. And she said she been cooking since like she was in the 5th and 6th grade, because she had to come home and finish the dinner. But we don't get that. I remember like in 7th grade we had home ec classes and stuff. They took it after school. So the man have to get with the young men, because like I said, the OGs didn't tell us nothing, they didn't teach us nothing. They have to show them how to be men and what is expected of a man. The same thing with the women and the young lady, how to be a lady and what's expected of a young lady. So
we need to be honest.
Yeah, true.
We have unrealistic expectation, and gender roles kill a lot of relationships too. Like these rules about what a man's supposed to do, what a woman's supposed to do. It shouldn't have to be that. It should just be what you're comfortable with.
Right. Whatever works for you.
What works in your house, period.
Right.
What works in your career.
This is what I'm saying, and this is what I hear a lot of, and I'm not knocking because, like, I'm a man's man, and I do what the man is supposed to do and handle business and take care of home and all that. But, like, I be hearing a whole lot that sound like some, not all, but they want a sugar daddy, a sucker, a ball player. Because, like, this is what I say is, because I'm not saying all, because, like, you'll hear them, they independent, they do it, they be like, ooh, I wish somebody helped me pay his bills, or I was talking to one time, and she was like, want to join accounts, but I'm just saying, realistically, like, an average working man that's working, and that's why y'all got to work together, because you can't
do it by yourself.
Yeah, you can't make me believe that. Alright, I'm not a baller, I'm not a drug dealer, I'm none of that shit. So you can't make me believe. So I'm gonna go to work 80 plus hours a week, 60 plus hours a week, deal with all the extra shit, and bring home the bacon where I'm killing myself dying at work every day. And you just kick back and enjoy. You can spend your money and my money, and you don't have to. I don't see it. I don't feel like. You know what I'm saying?
Not to mention the work trauma we got to deal with. The trauma.
That's what I'm saying. All that
extra. Can I add something to it? And this is what I'm gonna add to, because I think that's absolutely right, because that's actually a real situation for even in my own personal life. That's the conversation that I'm having with my significant other about that burden, like that burden of life, and just like I can't do it all. I would say that, because some women are looking at money. I think this is what it is. Women ain't looking for money. Women are looking for security.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily a financial. They just need to. They want to.
That's not always a bad thing. It's just the way you go about it.
Because you don't have to secure me with money. You can just secure me being somebody I can trust or being interested.
But some women are looking for money, though. Some women are.
I think that's what it looks like. I think.
They say it straight up.
Even if they're saying it verbatim, I think.
And we're not jumping on the women. It's because the guys with money, they like. Some, not all, but they like some women who's less independent, so they can try to control them because they got the money. So I'm not just knocking women. I'm saying it's problems.
And I think if a man comes in a relationship being like he got to be the only one, like the relationship, y'all supposed to build, right?
Right.
We're supposed to be teammates.
I'm glad you said that, because a lot of women, they don't want to build. They feel like a nigga should already be on top of his G all the way. Like, we can come help you and build with some of them, but it depends on what kind of women you're talking about, because I come from some humble grounds, you know, and I come from women, and a lot of women who look at, we like interested men. We just, we don't give a fuck how much money. We ain't never had no money, so we ain't like, oh, you got money, yeah. You know, but if you do something interesting, like, you know, you have something about you. That's really what women like. I think the money makes you look interesting. I'm sorry. I don't think it's the money. I think the money makes you look interesting. You're like, what's he about? What you about? But you can take all that shit away. Take all that money away. Still be a cool dude. Still be super interesting. And I'm telling you, it's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. I think that both men and women, we don't trust each other. No. When men think you're at your rob, and women don't want to be taken advantage of. Right. We got a lot. That's why I said it's a multi-layered situation. It's need to sit down and just start.
That's a whole show.
Like right now, we just sat there, and you just said something that I've heard before. So that was confirmation for me. Like, this is really happening, Jasmine. Like,
it's going down. It's crazy.
But I'm gonna ask you, as a man, if you do work 60, 80, whatever hours a week, and your significant other takes care of the children and holds the entire house down, would you consider that a partnership? So if you don't have to come home, you don't have to fold, clean.
If that's what me and her agreed on together.
So it needs to be a mutual thing. It don't need to be something that's expected of you.
I'm always with the conversation. And like, I come from the era where, you know, not like it, but like play a pimp, but like where I studied women and learned about women. And like my father died at 11, so all I had was my mama. She was a strong, independent woman. So you feel me? I come from that era, so I communicate. I pay attention. I care about. If we doing this and you my real significant other, I care about how you feel or what you with or what you not with. I don't want to just brush your mouth and you don't be with it. If you not with it, let me know. We can handle that right now.
Yeah.
I want it to be fair and even. I don't want you to feel like you doing more than what you should be doing or none of that.
Yeah, and I agree. I think it needs to be just like that.
Right.
Conversations, the expectation need to be set up front.
Right.
You know?
So that's just me, because I feel like there's no guest room or no bullshit at the end. I'm like, well, I can't believe you didn't know.
And then we need to work, practice being friends.
Yeah.
You
that's
gotta be friends
one.
first.
That's
like,
number one.
If anything ever happens, like, y'all gotta be cool. Like, you have to have respect for each other.
Yes.
I think disrespect is the demise of a lot of relationships. People say it's money. People say it's sex or infidelity. I think it's respect.
No, I agree with you, because, like, depending on what you say to me, because you say something to me, I'm real ugly, I could be gone off you and love your dirty draws, you hear me? But I'm going to keep repeating what you said to me in my head to make it stick, to make me walk out of here. But I'm gone off you. I really don't want to go nowhere. But what you said was so honoring. The voices in my head, like, because we just can't let her do us like that. Yeah. We ain't that type of nigga. You a sucker. Nah, we ain't no sucker. We got to go. Usher, let it burn.
That's my favorite song too. Yeah.
But I appreciate you for coming and having you on the show. It's real and it was fun and I enjoyed it. It was nice and I hope everybody got a lot from it. So this is Raw Poetry, a branch off of Street Culture Radio.